Good afternoon from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Wednesday, December the 23rd market update. On the economic front, personal income was up 0.4% and spending was up 0.5%. Consumer sentiment was at 72.5. Forecast was for 73.5. New home sales were down 11.3%, coming in at 330,000. Forecast was for 440,000. The EIA petroleum status report showed a drawdown of 4.9 million barrels. Reports on deck for tomorrow are the durable goods orders. Forecast is for up 0.5%. Jobless claims forecast is for 470,000, and the EIA nat gas report. Dollar was down, and gold, silver, copper, and oil were up. Light sweet crude futures for February contract were up $2.27 to settle at $76.67 a barrel. Let's take a quick look at the point and figure chart. I've been talking about the West Texas Intermediate Crude point and figure chart. I said there's some resistance up here at the 77, 78 area, so let's keep an eye on that, see if we get rejected. Or if we go higher, we would have to print 80 to go back on a buy signal. That C right there is an actual print. It is for December. So we'd have to take out that prior column of X's and print one box above it would be 80. So that would put us back on a buy signal on crude. We're currently on a sell signal on crude. Let's go take a look at the Dow. The Dow closed up 1 point to 10,466, and the S&P closed up 2 points to 1,120, and the NASDAQ closed up 16 points to 2,269. The NASDAQ had the largest percent gain, up 0.75%. The Dow had the smallest percent gain at 0.01%. So the Dow is still in its channel. MACD is turning up a little bit. S&P, MACD is turning up here. We broke out from this 1,115, which had been some resistance, and now let's see if this 1,120, how it acts up here. But we're in that Santa Claus rally time, so I don't expect the market to, it'll probably just slowly grind higher. Certainly don't expect it to fall apart. And of course, the NASDAQ is just, on fire. I mean, it's, we broke out above this, here, this trend line I've drawn. I mean, it's incredible. The tech stocks just buying them hand over fist. Let's look at GS, Goldman Sachs. Kind of weak today. Consolidating mostly. It really didn't do anything. XLF, it's right there at this trend line. Didn't go anywhere. Let's see. Let's look at gold. Nice. I love it when the phone rings when I'm on there. Gold, kind of indecisive candle on the GLD. Look at silver. Silver, it was a little bit stronger, but another indecisive candle for silver. 13 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The gold index had the larger percent gain, up 3.21%, and the bank index was the weakest, down 1.13%. So here's a snapshot. So gold, the internet was strong, oil services look good. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX, I thought this 20 area we might get a bounce. We didn't because we have prior. So, but we actually did close in the green on the VIX today. The MACD though is kind of rolling over. Looks pretty weak. Looks like headed for maybe possibly some lower VIX prices. So if you need to buy some protection for your longer term investments, should be pretty reasonably priced now. Let's go to ChartWatch. Netflix broke out today from this downtrend trend line here I've got drawn. Lots of volume. Thing is flying. I talked about copper being up. PCU broke out above its trend line there. Watch this channel. It's in a channel though, so I would shoot for this upside of this channel around this 35, 36 for a target, at least short term. CZZ, this is a Brazilian. It's like ethanol, sugarcane producer thing. It's, I don't know, it's a great company. It was flying today. I love that pattern it's in, that symmetrical triangle. McGraw-Hill, recent breakout. Been in a bull flag. Still kind of consolidating there. Tried to sneak out a little bit today, but it didn't really make it. So I think someone mentioned TDW today. Tidewater on CNBC today, so I look at the chart. I like that it's broke out above this long time line of resistance here, this downtrend line of resistance. So watch it for higher prices. Mertage Homes was on fire today, even after the bad new home sales number. And KBH was up some, but quite as strong. Lennar was really pretty weak, but I still like the pattern, so watch it to break out above, oh, say 14 or so. It doesn't matter what the numbers are. If, you know, big money wants to buy the stuff, they buy it. They just do, for positioning for the future. I said to watch the refiners, keep watching them. TSO, Hollycorp, they look okay this time of the year. Typically they go higher. TVL, recent breakout of symmetrical triangle, still looks good. Rhino broke out above that downtrend line today. I like it for higher prices. BVN, I really like this one too. Another, I think it's Brazil. Is it Brazil company? I don't know. It has this long standing, you know, bullish trend line that it bounced off of right there. So I like this quite a bit. Should have support there around this 30.75 or so area. So I like this one for higher prices. Jarden, recent breakout, still looks good for higher prices. Alliance 1 broke out of this symmetrical triangle, but now it's just kind of consolidating a little bit. Still looks good for higher prices. China Green Agriculture, ag stock, got some volume popping back in today off the support I've been talking about. Foster Wheeler had quite a bit of buying coming in today. It was up quite a bit. I would shoot for this, you know, top of this channel up here around 33.50 or so, 34 for a target. Amazon, strong as always. EMR right up here at the kind of consolidating right there, but watch it to either get rejected or break out higher. NOG, Northern Oil and Gas, I've been talking about this, it's on fire. Intercontinental Exchange taking a breather, but I like this ascending triangle that it's in. It'd be even great if you could buy it down here around this 106 or so area. Even better entry. Tenneco, like it. FRT, been talking about the Ritz, I like it. Coach, rested today, but it's right there at the ascending triangle. I think it's ready to break out. DSW, it's on fire, broke out today, lots of volume. AAPL, Apple looks good, wants to go higher. Talo Corporation, this thing's been on fire every day, I think, since I talked about it, whenever it was on the watch list, I think over the weekend. TSL, I try to buy some of these on dips if you can, if there is any. I talked about this for a possible short right here. This channel is still in the channel, it's pretty weak. If you're looking for a short, I would consider it. And then of course Bucyrus, doing well. Chemical, Dow looks good, breaking out from its down channel. Also ALB, another chemical manufacturer, is looking good. HMIN, Home Inns and Hotel Management, still in its channel though, but it's got support right there. Just resting before it goes higher, I'm sure. Informatica, this thing was on fire today. Watch to see if it, you know, maybe buy a dip or if it just keeps going higher each day. Be a great scalp. And then a coal, ME, of course, Massey. Looks great. Let's take a look at the current market signals. We follow the point and figure charts. The Dow, the Nasdaq, S&P, all three indices remain on buy signals, and they look great. The market's been great. Thanks for joining me. That's it for today, and always remember to invest